How you doing? This is another edition of Chris with Chris's Comments. Show about common sense on common ground, no matter what the subject. Today's subject, we got a guy over in Austin who was a cop, sexually assaulted a child, got fired, and then took his anger out on somebody, shooting 3 people totaled, and he's currently on the run. Today's Monday, April 19th. Now, around here in San Antonio, we got this thing going on, Proposition 8, that a lot of people are saying, oh, it's just another defund the police kind of thing. Except there's nothing in there in Proposition about defunding the police. It's not mentioned anywhere in there. It is, however, talking about having cops pay for the actions that they commit, especially if it's a crime. And it only seems right, given the fact that cops have been shielded and protected and prevented from having to pay for any kind of a price that they've done, no matter what the crime was. Whether it was just something inappropriate or an outright felony. Now, sexual assault of a child, I think it was aged 11. That's a pretty serious felony. And the guy got fired as form of punishment for doing such a crime. He didn't get arrested, which we all know, if you do something that horrendous, you're supposed to get arrested, regardless as to whoever you are. It's a shame that we have to actually make laws, and don't get me wrong, I'm for it. But it's still a shame that we have to make laws to put people behind bars for committing this, and make sure that there's special laws because they're supposed to be special people because of a cop. Because he's a cop, or was a cop now. People, it's messed up. It is just messed up right now that we have to actually have a debate over this. But that's what's going on right now here in San Antonio. Again, April 19th, 2021. And the subject, regulating the cops and making them pay for what they've done. It's actually up for a debate, and it's not law. So, again, as far as defund the police goes, here in San Antonio, there is no such ruling. It's not even in the proposition. This current proposition. Proposition 8. Now, early voting actually starts today. And it goes on all the way till next Tuesday. And so obviously, where I'm gonna vote. I think cops should pay the price for what they do, especially while carrying the badge. It just makes sense. That just makes sense. Okay. But that's my spew on this Proposition 8 and the law having to pay the consequences for breaking the law. Law enforcement committing felonies and what have you. It's exhausting, and it's coming up to a decision soon. Yeah, I actually would encourage everybody to make a consideration, especially one like the one here in San Antonio called Proposition 8, where it has nothing to do with defunding the police. It just has everything to do to make sure that the cops that are breaking the law pay for their actions. There's some more to talk about, but I'm going to leave it at that because of the seriousness of it. There's an incident that took place yesterday concerning a 7-year-old child getting caught in a shootout. You know, it was her father that was the target, and she wound up getting hit by the bullets also. And it was a little 7-year-old child, 7-year-old little girl. And of course, they tried to revive her. They tried to keep her alive, but she wound up passing away. But back to this subject. You know, that wasn't a cop issue, but a cop has already killed a teenage boy in Indianapolis. You know, some things are done by gangs, others are done by cops. Whatever the case is, whatever side of the fence that you're on, or whatever side of the railroad tracks you're working, you know, you break this law, you commit these crimes, you kill people, you should go to jail for it. You should pay a price for it. And I encourage everybody, wherever you are watching this, to back up a rule the same way, the laws back up this particular type of law the same way we're doing here in San Antonio. Whatever it's called, whatever proposition, whatever. Let's get some stuff done, you know. And that's pretty much I got to say about that. That's all I got to say about that. Y'all take care, take it easy, stay safe out there, and keep cool. We'll see you later. Chris out.